Ever since Obi left the ADC, Kenneth Okonkwo, aka Andy Okeke, the living in bondage coroner who is still living in bondage in 2026, has been going from one TV station to another, crying like a mad dog. While he was at it, comrades started digging up his old video he made, telling us the kind of person his principal Atiku is. Yes, you go shock, right? I mean, I've always known he's up to no good, from the APC to obedience, and then to the ADC. He's been moving like a mad dog, crying all over the TL. And comrades actually did a good job. Well, let's see the before and after Kenneth. I mean, before, dollars touched his life. Let's go.
Atiku Abubakar is a man that has propensity for corruption, tendency to disloyalty, inability to say and speak the truth at all times. So he's a man who has propensity for poor judgment, belief and reliance in matter about, lack of transparency. A man who trusts in money to buy his way out in all situations. A man who has the readiness to sacrifice morality, integrity, propriety, truth, national interest for self and selfish interest. We are seeing it manifesting. It gives me goose pimples that Atiku has the national award in corrupting the generation before him and corrupting the generation after him. He said in that tape, I have advised Obasanjo against open corruption, meaning Atiku has been operating coded corruption, sacrificing innocent people and hiding his own head.
And now, after Dollar ministered to him,
East, I told them plainly and straight away, don't build anything on P2B because he's not going to contest under ADC because he will eventually leave. Why was I so sure? Because he's a man that has morbid fear for primary election. He has never been in one and he will not be in one until he finishes his political career. He became a governor. He entered into primary election. He failed and lost to Raf Mosu in Apga. And then he still managed to find the leaders to cancel that primary, and they still gave him the ticket. That was how he became governor. And so when he gave the reason of challenges, of course, he lied, because his main reason is that he does not want to face the primary election. And let me tell you another thing, because ADC was fully prepared to convince the whole world that P2B is not interested in democracy. When he came into ADC, he gave a condition that he should be allowed to produce the National Organization Secretary, National Organizing Secretary, NOS. And the reason he gave is that so that he will be the one to conduct the primary. And ADC said, fine, take. When we were doing the e-registration, P2B again and his followers asked to be in charge of the e-registration. And that was why they put my sister, Aisha Yusuf, to be in charge and Obi aid, so that all the members of ADC in the primary will be determined by P2B. And then P2B was to organize the primary. That was why you did not hear him say, this primary is dollarized, is monetized. That's the reason I'm going, because he was to be the one to organize the primary. Yet, he was still afraid of free and fair election. Not, of course, of zoning, because he went to even southern aspirants in order for them to step down for him. So he's a man who is afraid of free and fair primary election. So he left. Of course, I knew he was going to leave. And then ADC is moving on.
Interesting, right? The man said a lot. Oh, Atiku is corrupt. Man. Atiku is a criminal. Man. This is Daniel Bwala version 2. Yeah, Daniel Bwala V2. But they can continue crying all they like, right? We already moved to the NDC, and NDC is a go. Whalers can continue whaling. They were banking on riding on the back of Obi and coasting to victory on his popularity. Okwalaha, Baba danced seriously in Enugu, thinking at the end of the day Obi will be their VP. And now they finally lost. He's busy crying, wailing from one TV station to a radio station, on X, all over the place, you know. It's interesting to see their tears flow like, you know, like a river, right? Yeah, like a rivers of water. Well, let's have your thoughts rolling in the comment section. Make your comments, you know, flow just like the tears of these ADC guys have been flowing, you know, everywhere. See you around. Peace.